Afternoon, good evening, welcome along. It's our Wednesday evening circuit for you. Wednesday the 8th of July. We're getting ourselves ready to get going here. You're going to make sure you've got some space around you, make sure you've got nothing that you can trip over. If you want to use some weights, then have some weights available. If you don't have weights and you want to use some resistance, remember, as I've always said a couple of times already, milk bottles, 4-pint bottle filled with water will give you 2.5 kilograms each side, and you can then work it out from there. So 2-pint bottles would be 1.25 kilograms, etc. So, or you can use beans or anything like that. Get yourself ready to join us. Good afternoon, Damien. Hello, John. How are you? To Shay. I'll do my best, John. I'll do my best. Right, okay, so in our warm-up, you're aiming for 10 as far as your warm-up is concerned on your RPE scale, if you remember that. Once we get into our main workout, then we're looking at 12 to 13, possibly a little bit higher, but not too much higher than that. Everyone's just coming in to get themselves started. Damien's already online, says hello to you all. John says hello to you as well.
Hi, John.
All right, so we'll get everybody started. So let's get those feet marching. No. No. Just racking my head, name that's come up. Ben Morley. Yeah. You're here. How have you said hi? Yeah. That's why I was confused. Like, what the hell's going on here? Right, okay. So from there, let's bring that march a little bit bigger. Lee's watching as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't forget to tap your little red heels together, Lee. No place like home. Audrey's with us as well. And Tony. Hi, Tony. Hi, Audrey. Hi, Ben. Here and here. Oh, it's Beth. You're logged on her laptop. Is that right? There we go. Oh, have some fun on there then. Okay, so let's take it into a shoulder width stance and have some trunk twists to the side. Little pause in the center and then a twist again to the other side for me. Focus on your posture here. So lift the shoulders up, roll, bring the shoulder blades together and press your shoulders down. Excellent. Okay, from there, come back into a march. And let's take it up to a knee lift. So we're aiming to get that knee roughly level. Parallel with the floor. Think about your foot as you come down. So down onto the balls of the foot first and then rolling through to your heels. So toes, balls of the foot and heels. From there, excellent. Okay, from there, give us a kick up behind. Heels towards your bum. Shift the weight from side to side. So an equal split of that weight across. In the center, you've got a 50-50 distribution. And then you're kicking up towards the bum. At the same time as doing that, give me a bicep curl as well. There you go. Look, we can do it today. Lee's not here. Mr. Coordinator. There we go. Lovely job. Okay, come back into a march for me. You're going to step forward into a lunge and back in. A shallow lunge. So plant the heel at the front as you come into it. And then power back up through that heel as you drive back out. You're coming onto the toes at the back foot. Knee at the front is coming no further forward than your faces. Couple more, one on each side. And then from there, take it to a wide stance for me again, shoulders width. And let's go down to the side. Back up into the center with a little pause. And then the other way. So just loosening off through our trunk. There's Scott with us today as well, look. There you go. Oh, we're the lads, man. Good job. Okay, from there, come back in. Let's mark that again. And then bring it back into your knee lift and take your opposite hand across to the opposite knee. And then from there, a little bit higher and down across to the knee. No higher than shoulder height, or not too higher than shoulder height. Brilliant. Okay, from there, come on in. Let's make it back into that march. And then kick your heels up towards your bum again. Take it into a wider stance for me. And give me a little knee bend down. So a little squat. We're not going too far down. This is just warming up, remember. Chest staying lifted. Sitting back into it. Eye line to the front. Oh, and you can take it to the side if you want. But eye line level is what I mean. So don't dip your head in. Give you a tendency to pull forward as well, which we don't want to do. Excellent. From there, come back in. Let's put the toe on the floor. Lift, and go toe and heel, toe and heel. So really flexing through that ankle joint. Excellent. Then hold on if you need to. Take the foot out in front. Rotate it one way. Rotate it the other way. Excellent. Come back in. Other foot. Toe and heel, toe and heel. Same place if you can. So really think about your foot placement. So we really work through that ankle joint. Then take the foot out in front and rotate round, clockwise or anti-clockwise, and then the other way back. Fantastic. Come in for a march. And let's take those arms round this time. And take it the other way. Fantastic. Okay, from there, come back in and march it out again. Let's come back into those knee lifts, and this time take it right up and across diagonally. So building the range of motion. Excellent. From there, come back into your march and let's have some swimming arms. So front crawl firstly. And then take it for a breaststroke. And finally into a back stroke. I was going to say back crawl then, but it's not, is it? It's back stroke. Excellent. Hold on to the wall if you need to. Leg up in front. Just bring it to where you feel comfortable, not too high. And then change to the other leg. Fantastic. Okay, from there, leg out to the side and back in. Again, just to where you feel comfortable. And then you're going to do a series of them when you go out to the side and across. Out and across. Hold on to some external support if you need to. Change to the other leg. So firstly out to the side, back into the center. Sorry, I shouted then. And then bring it across as well. So a few where you're going to bring it across, out and across. Excellent. Okay, from there, come back into that march. And let's bring those arms, swings in again for me. So swinging from your shoulder, really driving forward, but focusing on that drive back as well. So you really mobilize through that shoulder joint. It's here, look. Just so you feel as though you're partaking with us, Lee. Brilliant. Okay, from there, take your feet hip width. To lunge again, take it a little bit deeper than you did last time. Jack's making it up as it goes along, look. He's doing a front and a side lunge. Okay, if we're gonna be like that, then we'll take it forward to the side and then back as well. We'll go backwards as well. Trying to steal the show, Jack. Yeah, I did say go back as well this time. Make sure you're doing both legs. So if you were focusing on one leg, change to maybe a few on those. Excellent. You should be starting to feel a little bit warmer, possibly getting a little bit out of breath, but not really out of breath. Just breathing a bit harder, probably better to say, than out of breath. The main thing is you should be feeling warmer. You should be feeling your heart rate is elevated a little. So we're ready to start our circuit. Okay, come back into a march and get yourself ready. We're going to start with our first station, which is going to be a squat and a side lunge. There you see Jack was getting himself ready for that, wasn't he? That's what he was doing. Okay, so we have our starting level, which is Nathan. So you've got that squat and that side lunge. Now when it comes out to the side, look, toes come down first through to the heel and make sure that you don't extend out past the side of the foot. Jack is our intermediate. Sorry, Joe, that sounds wrong. That you're our intermediate. Yeah, we'll say mid-level. We'll say idiot. And then we have Ben, who's here and not here. The sounds are optional. Did you hear those? That's close in. Go on. There we go. Blimey. Bit of martial arts in there as well, by the sounds of it. Are you ready then? You have a... Oh! Okay, so the important things here, in all seriousness, you have the side step and the lunge with Nathan. If we go back to Ben, the difference there is there's an elevated, so coming out of the side lunge in the squat, coming out of the squat and elevating the knee to the side. Let's get my brain into gear. Jack, a little bit wider, a little bit deeper. That's it. Choose your level, and remember you can come up or down through these levels as you see fit. So if you want to go to a higher level for a short while, feel free to do so. Work where you feel comfortable though, and remember that you are looking at 12 to 13, possibly a little bit higher, but certainly not much higher than that as far as your IPE scale is concerned. The other thing is make sure that you keep the posture strong. So we're keeping the back straight. Pushing the backside out on that squat, stepping to the side at the lunge and not making sure we're leaning across. That is your minute. Great job. Okay, you have 45 seconds to just march on the spot. Keep your feet moving and we'll move ourselves on to our second station. Our station is our front and lateral raise, okay? So we have a base option here or a starting option which has no weight, you're just using your own resistance. We have weights, and remember, as I said earlier on, you can use something from home. So, our starting position here, raise, and then a lateral raise. And we're coming no higher than our shoulders. Just come this way a little bit for me. Yeah, it looks like you're having your photograph taken for a mugshot. Looks like you got the height lines behind you. Such a serious face. Okay. Here we have weighted options. So split stance in there. Weight is coming up towards the shoulder height and then out towards the side as well. And then Jack is our higher level. And here we've got... I didn't want to say that, Jack. You've thrown me off now. Jack is our higher level, and we have the shift of the weight to the front, shift of the weight out to the side. So front raise and lateral raise, and in that split stance. If you're going to go for a split stance, then you have 30 seconds as your crossover point. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. So With the base option, if you're going with Scott, resist against it. Yeah, so utilize your own body to resist. Very serious faces tonight, all of you. Very serious. I don't know what they've been up to today. Lovely. So choose the option that feels right for you, and again, you can come up and down the levels. The only difference is going to be, obviously, if you come from an intermediate to base or vice versa, you need to add some weight in there. So just pop it down and carry on, or pick it up and go again, yeah? Scott, hips width apart, feet flat on the floor. Change over if you're in your split stance. Both Nathan and Jack are in a split stance. So, what is the difference between Nathan and Jack? About 12 inches, isn't it? I thought I'd say it before anyone else did. No, it's the speed. Yeah, my mum used to tell me that as well. I never believed that. Okay, that is your time up. So, the all seriousness was, it was a bit of a faster move as far as Jack was concerned, okay? We're moving on to station number 3. Sorry, Jack.
That's all right, Dave.
Don't mean it. Right, so we have our base option, our starting level, which is, and this is our skater hops. So, like we did in the warm-up, shifting weight from side to side, yeah? Wide stance, so you actually got that shift in there. Our intermediate level has a touch down towards the toes on the other side, keeping the back straight, hinging from the hip, yeah? Going for a punch stance in the middle there. Okay, and then we have Nathan, who's actually going for what, you know, if you talked about skater hops, this is probably the thing that people would default to straight away. This is quite intense though. Keeping that squat position, going into the wind, making himself streamlined, hopping from side to side. Quite intense, that one. So choose the levels you feel comfortable with. All right, you ready for your minute? Let's go. Okay, so we've got our shift to the side, foot firmly down onto the floor. With Scott, we've got that tip from the hip and that twist across to the other side. Yep. And again, with Nathan here, look at the landing on this one, yeah? So coming down onto the ball of the foot and rolling through to the heel. The hand is coming across the body as well, so you've got an element of the intermediate within there, but you can with the hop in there as well. And Ben, shifting that weight from side to side, kicking the foot up behind, staying strong, staying tall. We're halfway through there, guys. Come on, you can do this. How you doing, Nathan, okay? So if you need to come from a higher level to a low level, if you were at Nathan's level, you could just take your feet to shoulder width and just put the arms back in as well to give you that intermediate stage. And obviously to shift from base to intermediate, just put that foot flat on the floor on both sides and twist into it. That is your minute. Great job, guys. Well done. Good work. You okay, Nathan? Yeah? Oh, a hard one, that one. It's a hard one. Okay, we're moving on to station number 4. Station number 4 is our single arm row. So we have our starting position, which is Jack, and here leaning onto a chair or leaning onto some external support. It doesn't have to be a chair. If it is a chair, make sure it's a good, firm, steady chair, okay? Resisting against the weight that isn't there. So what I mean by that is using his own body resistance, something and resist against it, yeah? Intermediate is Ben. I'm just coming this way a little bit so you can see. Oh, you've changed. Sorry, Ben. No, it's okay. So we're standing forward. This time he's using his leg to lean on rather than Jack was onto a chair. Same motion, then shoulders are staying and rotating, pulling up through there. So, and then we have Scott, who's our advanced level tonight. And he's pulling that weight up. It's a more intense move, more vigorous move, yeah? That's your main differences. Obviously, get a shout out 30 seconds so you can change into your other hand. Both Scott and Ben and Jack are all... Oh, Jack, no, you're not in a split stance, are you? Jack is not in a split stance. Ben and Scott are. Okay, you ready? Let's go. So, back straight, pulling up, controlling yeah? So even though this is a bit more of an intense move that we've got here with Scott, it's still controlled, yeah? So don't let it fly away. Control that weight on the raise. Try and keep those chests nice and square. So have a look here, look, chest is staying square, elbow staying in and pulling up so you're aiming into the back of your arm. That is your 30 seconds, so change yourself over to the side and off you go. All right, try and keep that intensity as you can. Just try and stay at the level you are, but if you want to try a higher level or lower level, then obviously come up or down through it. Here between intermediate and the higher support option, just actually increasing that range and increasing the speed of it. If you're going to come down to the base level, then obviously you need to lose the weight as well. That is your minute. Great job. Okay, we're moving on. Good job, everybody. Station number 5 is our calf raises. So you're going to feel into your calf. Starting level is Nathan. So let's have a look at this move here. So have a look at the feet for me, yeah? Pushing up onto the balls of the feet, and I want you to just have a look at his feet. So I'm just going to come from the front. Do it again for me, Nathan. Right, can you see the crease across the shoes just behind the toes? That's what you're aiming for, so you don't come out to the side. Jack is our intermediate level there. So here we've got a little squat, and again you've got that raise. Can you see the raise onto the toes? And again, if we had a look, we're coming up and there's a crease straight across. And then we have Ben, who is our higher level, and we've got that little jump in there. Now you're going to jump on everyone, Ben, or are you going to... Let's jump on everyone then. No. I think probably the best one for you to do 3, and on the 4th one, a jump, yeah? So you see you've got that little calf raise, and then on the 4th one, we've got that little jump. All right? If you want to increase the number of jumps you do, then feel free to do it, but a minute is a long time to carry those jumps in quick succession. Okay, you ready? Off we go. So again, standing tall. So Nathan here, look. If you weren't with us yesterday, he's got a sharp haircut here, look, today. First in line at the barber's on Saturday. Raising up onto those toes. It's a controlled movement, yeah? Jack has got that squat and lift, and then here we have Ben still lifting onto those toes, but every 4th one, there's a little jump. Now the jump, have a look at the next jump he does. Land onto the balls of the feet and down through to your heels. So you're not actually putting any impact down through those legs. I say if you want to increase the frequency of the jump, you can. Ankle's doing well today, Nathan, clicking away. It sounds more painful than it is, yeah? Good. Okay, just keep going with it. Keep driving and focus on your technique here. Keep the back straight, whichever one you go for. That is your minute. Good job, well done. Good job, everybody. Okay, we're moving on. Station number 6. Get yourself a drink if you need one. Keep yourself refreshed. Keep your feet moving while we move on to our station number 6. And station number 6 is our chest flies. So, let's work our way around here so we can see everybody.
No way. No way.
So this is our chest fly.
No way. No games.
Scott is in our base starter position. So, sat back in the chair. Let me just come to the side so you can see this position. So, leaning back into that chair, so you've got a bit of an incline. Yeah, there is a reason. He's not just being lazy. There's an incline in there slightly, yeah? Okay, thanks, Scott. Moving on, our intermediate level, we have Nathan, who's standing with a slight, but it's not a full split. Have a look, yeah? So the toes are level with the insole on the side of the foot, or the arch of the other foot, okay? Chest height, and then we go to Jack. Full split stance, so have a look at the back foot, he's onto his toes. Chest height with those weights. Keeping the arms long, but the elbows are slightly bent. And as you're coming forward, you're squeezing into the chest. Okay, are you ready? Get yourself into position and let's go. So again, coming here to Scott, feet are planted firmly on the floor. That elevated level, so you've got that incline, so you're coming up, but still staying light. So we're not taking it to an overhead raise. Nathan with the slight split stance. So we're going to say when 30 seconds is up so you can change your split stance over. And then Jack onto the toes at the back. Control this move. That is 30 seconds, guys. So switch over to the other leg for me. So control the move, yeah? You don't have to go fast or excessively fast. And here with Scott, you're putting that weight, that resistance in there yourself. So resist against it. Imagine you are pushing something together, yeah? Were you napping then, Jack? I'm sure those weights were down by your waist. Okay, keep going on. That is your minutes. Good job. Okay, we're moving on. Station number 7. And station number 7 is our mountain climbers. So this is for all you Sherpa Tenson, is that right? Tenson, was it? You climbed Everest?
I think so.
Yeah? Anyway. Yeah, we'll go with it. Anyway. Look, there's so many people climb Everest. There's bound to be somebody called John who did it. So we'll go with that, okay? Right, so I'm going to just whip through here so I can get the better angle for it. So we have our starting position, which is bent. And leading onto a chair there. Side view, you can see he's bringing, that's okay. He's bringing legs up towards it. Yep. Is over here. Thank you. So, down a little bit lower, still that mountain climber. So we're bringing the knee forward, bringing it slightly in towards the center of the body as well. And then we have Nathan who's going for the speed, the agility in there as well. So be careful with this on all levels, thanks Nathan, that you don't actually put your heels down onto the floor. So just the toes down onto the floor when you come back out of it so you keep the pressure off your Achilles tendon and off your calf. Okay, you ready? Let's go. So a minute. So again, coming to the side for you as far as everyone's concerned. That's your position. Sorry, I went again. That's your position. That's your position. The back is straight, yeah? So a straight line from the head down to the bottom of your back and to the back side. And then you've got that move legs. Chair here, again, as before, make sure it's a steady chair, yeah? If you wanted to come down a little bit lower, then obviously what you could do, if you only had a chair available, so to move from your base level to your intermediate, is come round to the front of the chair and use the seat, and that will then come you down lower, and then you could stay at that as you do the... that's a whole different class, isn't it, Nathan? As you do your knees forward. Okay, that is your minute. Well done. Have a little walk around for me. Have a little march on the spot. Keep yourself going. Grab a drink. Pay a visit. Anything you need to, but make sure your feet stay moving. We're going to do it all again. So we've got 7 stations to go. Same weights, same principles. You know what is there now. So why don't you try a high level, yeah? Why don't you try, if you were on the starting level, taking it to the next level up? Or if you're on the intermediate level, take it to the higher level. See how you get on. You can always come back down a level, so you don't have to stay at that position, okay? While you're doing that, just a quick reminder, we still have the crowdfunder going on. So here's what was done a couple of weeks ago. It's a couple of weeks ago now, isn't it? There is around England as far as the football tournaments and football stadiums are concerned. Around about £1,700 or 7,500, sorry, I think has been raised now. So of the 20,000 that is the target, 10,000 was given to us by Sport England on the proviso that we did the other 10,000. So we're about 7.5. So a little bit way to go yet, but we've got a sort of like 2 weeks left, about 2 weeks left. So if you want to donate, you will find the link on our Facebook page. You'll find it on our website. Have a go, yeah? Get stuck in. It's for an accessible toilet on the first floor, which means we can do more as far as our exercise classes are concerned. Right, keep your feet moving, grab yourself a drink, as I say, and we'll get ourselves ready to go again. So we're going to do the whole thing all over. Choose your levels. Say, challenge yourself. Go on, give it a go. You can always come down, can't you? Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Lots to gain, nothing to lose. Okay, so let's get ourselves ready, and we will go with our first station again. And our first station is squat and side lunge. So, just a quick reminder. Nathan is our starting level. So you've got that squat out to the side and, lunge out to the side and squat in the middle. Jack is our intermediate level and he's taking it a bit deeper. And then we have Ben, who is squatting, and instead of a lunge, it's a side knee lift over to the opposite arm. So there's a bit of a trunk twist in there as well, okay? Right, are you ready? Get yourself set and let's have a minute of it. So think about your position. Squatting, your feet are about shoulders width. When you're coming out to the side for that lunge, your toes come down first. You go through to your heels. If you want to take it to the next level, come a little bit deeper as far as that squat and that lunge is concerned. Keeping the back nice and straight. And if you want to take it to a higher level, then obviously you've still got that deep squat still, and then it's a lift and a power. As you come up, power through your heels to push that leg up and bring that knee across the body. That's 30 seconds gone. Come on, you can do this. Keep going, keep going. Keep breathing. Remember, up or down through the levels. So if you want to go from base to intermediate, you just make it deeper. Go from intermediate to higher, you just lose that side squat, power into a knee across the body to the other side. Back is straight the whole time. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath at any point in time. And that is your minute. Well done. Okay, keep your feet moving. We're going to move on to station number 2, and station number 2 is our front raise and our lateral raise. So you remember on this one, we had no weights for our starting position, which is Scott. So again, imagine you have some weight there, resist against it. So don't just let the arms come up and down, resist against it. Yep. Straight stance there as well was the difference. And here you've got a split stance. Split stance with Nathan. Yep. And then we go to Jack over here. A little bit faster. And there's a little bit of in there as well. It's my pleasure. It's a little bit of effort, Jack. Yeah. Okay. So if you're going to go for that split stance again, remember, I will give you the nod at 30 seconds. Well, I'll actually shout it out because you can't see me nodding. And over. So off you go. So feet are hips width. Base option is concerned. Let's just come around to the side so you can see the posture. Shoulders are back. Good straight alignment down through the spine. Neck is in line as well. So eye line is staying to the front, okay? Staying level. Split stance there for both Jack and for Nathan. Controlled movement, so it's not too fast, yeah? In fact, the slower you go, the harder it is. Change your stance over, guys, to the leg. And we're aiming to come no higher than the shoulder height. You know, you might just come above slightly. You don't want to take it way up, yeah? You're aiming for around that shoulder height as far as this is. Control the moves. Feel the movement within there. Feel the resistance, especially if you're going for the base level. Actually feel that you've got that resistance there as well, yeah? So make the muscles work for you. Yep. Okay, that is your minute. Well done. We're going to move on. Station number 3. And station number 3 is where we go for our skater hops. So we have Ben, who's in position, and it's that shift of weight from side to side. You've done that before, haven't you? Yeah? Is that your two-step dance when you're out? We have Scott, who is taking it across. So there's a little bit of a step here as well. So whereas Ben, don't worry, Ben. Whereas Ben was just shifting his weight from side to side, there's an actual little step here. I'm talking with my hands, sorry. And then we have Nathan as what you might recognise as a skater hop. So think about speed skaters, yeah? It's that motion there that we're looking at, all right? Down onto the ball of the foot first, rolling through to your heel. Are we ready to get ourselves going? A minute and off we go. Now, regardless of which one you use, which one you go for, we've got a straight back. So have a look at Ben. Nice straight through the back there. Although Scott is twisting from side to side, have a look as he goes across. The back is still straight. So it's a good straight line from head down to heel. Then we come across to Nathan, and still we have that straight back. Again, there's a bit of a twist through the waist, so working through the trunk, but we're still straight back. I forgot to start the timer, so no, I didn't. I'm lying. So choose the one that's right for you, and again, remember, you can come up and down through the levels. So quite an easy shift from base to intermediate and from intermediate to higher level. It's just a matter of changing the foot pattern with every one of them. You have 10 seconds left, folks, and then we are done. Come on, we can do this. Keep going, keep breathing. Take a break if you need to, and that is your time. Well done, everybody. Station number 4. Station number 4 is your single arm row, okay? So our starting position is Jack with a chair and no weight, so using their own resistance. It is it. It's a heavy arm, that one, is it? Okay. So we won't get into that. Right, so feet are hips width apart. Yep, that's what I was going to say next. Ben is our next level, and we have a split stance here, okay? Onto the knee, whereas Jack was using a chair. Split. The chest is staying square still, okay? We're pulling the weight up and we're keeping the arm close in. And then we go to Scott, who has a higher option. Exactly the same sort of motion, sound effects as well. And it's a bit more intense. There's a bit more power in there, yeah? So that's what you're looking for as far as your higher level is concerned. Are you ready? 30 seconds, change arms and you change legs. You ready? Off you go. So, if you're going for the base level, resist against it. Imagine you are lifting something really heavy, yeah? 50 kilos. Okay, imagine you're lifting a bag of potatoes, yeah? And then when you've done a few, imagine there's some potatoes in there as well. That's what we're aiming for, okay? Controlled motions here, though, okay? Although Scott's is a little more intense, and there's a little more power in there, that's your 30 seconds change over, it's still controlled, okay? The arms aren't flailing, they're not flying all over the place, it's a controlled movement. You're aiming to work into the back of your arm. This is where you want to feel it. Now, in Scott, feel a bit of a movement into your trunk as well because you've got that slight rotation. But with the others, the trunk is locked. Yeah. And the reason you've got that bit of rotation in there is because of the power of it. And of course, you're on one foot as well. So the split stance is onto the toes. That is your minute. Good job, guys. Well done. Station number 5 is your calf raises. So your 3 options here, remember, we have Nathan as our base option, our starting position, and it's that lift toes. Now, I want you to have a look at the posture here, in as much as it's a straight up, straight down movement, not leaning forward. So you're not shifting your weight onto the forward as you shift it onto your toes. It's lifting straight up, straight down. Again, with Jack here, the only difference is there is a squat in there in the middle of it as well. And then we come to Ben, who has a jump on the 4th one. And remember, with this one, you do have the option. You can, if you wanted to, you could put a jump in every second one, for instance, or you could even go for every one. Choice is yours, but don't push it. All right, are you ready? Let's go. So, standing tall, lifting onto those toes. You should feel into your calf. So as you lift, you're going to feel the calf tightening. And as you come back down, it's going to release. I want you to remember the toes. I'm going to have a look at Nathan's feet again, purely because grey trainers, you can see it better. Can you see that crease by the toes? No. Yeah, sorry. But you guys have both got black shoes on, so you can't really see the crease. But the reason for that is you don't want to come over onto the side of your foot. So if you come over onto the side of your foot, you'd have a diagonal crease across your shoes. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. There's a reason for me babbling on like this. So this jump on the fourth one, but in between that, you've still got that heel lift. So you're still raising up onto your calves. Okay, we're almost there. Remember, you can come up or down the levels as you want to and really focus onto your posture, staying strong, staying stable, staying sturdy. Great job, well done. Good work, everybody. Good work out for your calves. Calves play an important part in everyday life. Climbing stairs, more so probably coming down your stairs, walking up a hill, walking down a hill. You're going to use your calves. On your tiptoes, is that of the weekend? In your stilettos? Oh, okay. Are they white? Oh, red. Blimey. Let's hear about red. Okay, this is lies. So, Scott is reclining into that chair. I feel like a salesman for HSL here, look, you know. Look at how comfortable Scott is reclining into that chair. Powering against it. Split stance for Nathan, who's our intermediate here. So again, I'll call out at 30 seconds for you. Chest height as a concern. And then we come to Jack, who is onto his toes as well. So although we've got a split stance with both Jack and Nathan. Nathan's split stance was a smaller split, so both feet can stay on the floor. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay, are you ready? Let's get ourselves set and let's go. So, have a look at Scott here. So they're still level with the chest when they come in front. It's just that incline motion which is going to add a bit more intensity. Slow and controlled, and again, because you've got no weights, imagine you're pushing something together between your arms at the top, so you feel that to your chest. Split stance here, but both feet are on the floor because it's a smaller split stance. When we come to Jack, it's a higher. Change over for me, folks. So onto the toes at the back. That's going to give you a challenge balance as well. So really important that you tall and you stay straight through that back. So we keep it. And that helps us as far as our stability and our support is concerned. You're nearly there. If you need to come down a level, feel free to do so. Yeah, remember, if you don't have weights at home, then you can use something else at home, bags of flour, tins of peas, beans, anything like that. Yep, that is your time. That is your minute. We're moving on to our final station, and our final station is our climbers. So you have your 3 levels here. To start off with, we have Ben, who's our base level, utilising the chair, and the chair is the back of the chair that he's using, lifting the knees up. And then we come across to Scott. So if you had a chair to use here, you could come around to the front and use the seat of the chair. And then we come to Nathan, who's a little speedier, a little bit more agile, a bit more agility in there, a bit more intensity in there as well. And when I said it, I didn't want to. It sounded bad, didn't it? A bit more agile. Not that he's agile. There's a bit more agility in there. That's what I meant. Okay, so you have to go. Let's do this. Okay. So feet flat on the floor for Ben as he lifts. As Scott and down, we've just got a shot of their feet at the moment. Look, you can see they're coming down the ball of the foot. They're coming no further than that. Right, the options here, the differences. So here, it's a slower, controlled movement. Here, it's a bit faster. The other thing here as well, look at the bob on the hair, look at that. Look at that quiff bouncing up and down. That's the impact that's going into it. That's the power that's going into it. So, keep going, you're nearly there. Have a breather if you need to, especially if you've gone for the higher level, you can come down, remember, and take it a little bit lower. Likewise, if you're at our intermediate level, you can bring it up. The transition from base to intermediate is not as easy because you're going to have to go to the front of the chair. It's a bit lower down. That is your minute done, folks. Well done. Good job, everybody. That is your circuit for a Wednesday evening. Great job. Say goodbye to everyone as they go past. I want you to have a march, have a walk, keep cooling down for around about 5 minutes, yeah? What you need to do is bring the down. So start quite high and start to bring it down gradually so you start to get your breath back. You should feel as though you're starting to breathe a little bit easier. You should feel as though rate is coming down. Yep, that's what we're aiming for as far as this is all concerned. About 5 minutes for your cool down. Don't race it. Get yourself a drink again if you need one. And what we'll do is we'll say goodbye to everybody as they come past. I have no idea where they put the weights now. We've moved everything around. So yeah, we'll say goodbye to everybody as they go around. You stay safe. Let us know your comments. Let us have some feedback. So if you've got anything you want to let us know about, then please do. It's always great to know that you're in and watching. If you couldn't watch it from the start, if you couldn't do it live, then it's still available on our Facebook page. So you can do it and catch up later on. Okay? We'll say goodbye to everybody as they're still socially distancing themselves. So, we have, coming past now, we've got Jack. So bye, Jack. 2 meters behind is Nathan. 2 meters behind that is Ben. And Scott bringing up the rear as well. Great work, everybody. Hope you have your comments. Let us have your feedback. What's up? We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.